Skyhawks, please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence. And now for the SOAR pledge. I will be a person who is safe, organized, accountable, and respectful every day. Skyhawk SOAR. Hello, I'm Maya, and this is SVTV News 6. Today is Monday, day 1. Last week was a busy week. I hope everybody enjoyed Student Council Spirit Days, the PTSO Holiday Shop, and the return of Smensel. In this week's highlights, we have sports, bagels and books, the holiday sing-along, and of course, everybody's favorite, the popular early release day. Ms. Colgan is a reading specialist here at Skyview. Each day she works with students to help them become strong, better, and more confident readers. We are happy to be able to share her tips with you right here each morning. So today, Mrs. Colgan's reading tips talk about how good readers stop to think about what they are reading and how do they know what to do when they don't understand. Ask, is this making sense? What's going on here? What do I have learned? Do I need to reread? How do I say this word? Does this word mean? What text clues help me fill this information? Thank you again, Miss Colgan. Let's talk SOAR. Each day we practice how to soar. The S in SOAR stands for safe. Do you know how to be safe in the classroom? We need to walk at all times. I know running will get us where we need to go faster, but it isn't safe. Another important way to be safe is to keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. The last thing anyone wants is to get hurt. Teachers, get your SOAR tickets ready and be on the lookout for all those soaring students. Speaking of soaring, students, get ready to cheer on your teacher. This week's soaring teacher is Mrs. Barrett. Congratulations, Mrs. Barrett, and thank you for being an important part of Skyview. Bagels and books for breakfast. This Title I sponsored event will be here tomorrow. For students in grades K through 5th, your parents are invited to come and read with you. Each student that brings their parent will receive a free book with a bagel. Stop by the cafeteria from 7 to 8. The holiday break is just 3 days away. Remind your parents that Thursday is early release. The bell will ring at 11 o'clock. There is no school on Friday, as this marks the first day of winter vacation. School will resume again on January 5th, 2015. And now for your Daily Hawk Talk.
It's Pencil Day. Help support our outside ed by purchasing these yummy smelling pencils. They come in a variety of different scents. You can buy yours for just $1 each after school today. Today is Desk and Chair Day. Students, please make sure that your area is clean and everything is up off your floor, including your chairs. The classrooms will be vacuumed this evening. The cafeteria is cooking up some tasty lunch. On the menu today we have sweet southern brunch, a delicious turkey sandwich, or the menu favorite, breadsticks. Your side dishes will be celery and pineapple. We will now take a look at the 3-day forecast in our area. It sure looks like the weather is getting cooler this week. We will now go to Kiki. We are having technical difficulties. We will now head over to Ben! Sorry, Mackenzie. I decided to take a plane to the main library at Indiana University. It sinks over an inch every year because when it was built, engineers miscalculated the weight of all the books that would occupy the building. I just had to see it for myself. But enough about me. Let's go to Ben for our weekly NASA update.
Thank you for joining me. Space to Ground is your weekly update from NASA on what's happening aboard the International Space Station. Let's take a closer look.
Houston Station on Space to Ground.
Welcome to Space to Ground, your weekly look at what's happening on board the International Space Station. I'm Dan Hewitt. Crew members spent several days this week tuning up their spacesuits. Commander Butch Wilmore and astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti worked to swap out a fan pump separator in one of the station's suits. Wilmore and fellow NASA astronaut Terry Virts are scheduled to do 3 spacewalks starting in late January to continue preparing the station for some major rearranging in the coming year. Expedition 42 is also getting ready for a special holiday delivery. In preparation for SpaceX's 5th Dragon ISS resupply mission, Terry Virts spent some time this week configuring the device astronauts use to command visiting spacecraft. Dragon is scheduled for launch next week. Visit nasa.gov/SpaceX for the latest updates and coverage times. So what do Buzz Aldrin's shoe, the Liberty Bell, and sports arenas all have in common? Well, they all supply microbes that are currently growing on board the station. Dubbed Project Mercury, a huge crowdsourced collection of tiny invisible bacteria, viruses, and fungi was flown into space for study. Many microbes grow differently in microgravity, offering new insights that could help researchers develop helpful antibiotics for space travelers and Earthlings alike. This week, the Oscar Report wants to know what would happen if you threw something like a cricket ball at Earth from the station. Well, we actually have quite a bit of experience pitching things from the station towards the Earth, and they all pretty much meet the same end. When jettisoning something from ISS, as Russian spacewalkers occasionally do with obsolete parts, it will eventually descend through the Earth's atmosphere. And since the object is moving at an initial speed of over 17,500 miles an hour, it will disintegrate from the heat of re-entry. Make sure to keep sending your questions and comments using the hashtag #SpaceToGround. We'll see you next week.
That's all for today, Skyhawks. From everyone here at SVTV 6, thank you for tuning in. And as always, have a nice day.